To punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, Palmer. He completes it to Nelson. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. J.J. Nelson, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Caught, left side, Bennett. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Here's Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job, way to knock it down.
From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
How about that for defense? Every hole plugged up. Can't run it inside, can't bounce it outside. That sets up 4th and goal from the 2. Right now, advantage defense.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. An update now from Oakland. Chargers have jumped out to an early lead over the Raiders. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Palmer. It's caught. Nelson. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Throwing now, Palmer on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on 2nd down. Palmer. It's caught left side by John Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Palmer gives to Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They go to Johnson again. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Palmer. Underneath for Johnson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Brinza now for the extra point. And now it's blocked. Now it's Brinza to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Let's go. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn up.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cobb. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Green 18. Easy. Under crush.
Now Rodgers looking to throw on 2nd down. Caught by Cobb. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Green 18. 3 down. Ace. Box it.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Blitz. Run. Last stop. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Green 18. 3 down. Over here. Hey, check 20.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nelson. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score, and it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This is taken. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right? As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
On first down, it's Palmer. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. Out of the gun, Palmer. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Short boot, taken at the 21. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. In the second quarter now in Oakland, the Raiders have taken the lead over the Chargers. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Marcus Golden in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And what is going on here? I've got third down. Screen shows third down, but they've got the punt team out there. Well, this is a new concept. It's third down, but they've got the punt unit on. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's taken it around the 40. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Johnson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. From midfield now, here's Palmer. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. Here's Andy Lee now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
26.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Strong right. 319. 88.
Rodgers handing to Montgomery. A little track jump. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Single. Let's go. Motion man. Watch 319. Stop your whining. 319.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Dayon Buchanan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Oh, let's go, D. That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
319.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Packers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. You got 4.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, Johnson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Fresh set of downs here. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Second down, here's Palmer. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So Palmer, who's had some devastating injuries in the past, he's out. And they will hand things over to their backup quarterback. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Back now at Lambeau. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
Run, run, run. Too fast, baby.
Second down following the run.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
And they're definitely showing blitz here.
26.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
319.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Complete to Janis. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed it to the fullback, right? As we evolved, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Tight end left. 319. 319. Shift. Hey, 88.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Lets it go for Nelson. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey. We got 3.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Defense showing blitz.
319! 319! 319!
On first down, Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now we're going to get a halt in the action because Ty Montgomery is shaken up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On now is the Packers punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Here we go. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
They give to Johnson going right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop?
Let's go!
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. They are, by the way, into the fourth quarter now in Oakland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them.
Man left. 319!
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Strong right! 319!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 32-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Rodgers going to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Williams with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. 319!
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Now a desperation throw. Deep. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never...